that this got escalated to my department is, of course, we want to make sure that we offer family members every opportunity to participate because, you have lives, and it can sometimes be difficult to communicate by phone. And before we pursue any legal action to appoint a state-appointed guardian for Anastasia, we wanted to reach out to you one last time and hope that we could partner with you in her discharge planning.
Okay, ma'am. I spoke with her doctor last night. I was there last night. I'm at the hospital every single day. There's not a day that I miss being there. Because she cannot speak and advocate for herself, I am always there. It may not necessarily be during the daytime hours because of other things that I have to do, but I am always there. Even if I'm getting there at 10, 11 o'clock at night, I am always there. So whoever's telling you that they cannot reach me and they cannot talk to me they are exaggerating the truth. That is not true.
Well, I'm sure that if you're coming in the evening hours and, that's outside of sort of normal standard business hours, that would explain why there's been this sort of miscommunication back and forth.
I left notes for the doctor and for case management, ma'am. I left them on the wall with the questions and things that I had, and which is what I was doing as far as the why at this point I was not agreeing with the discharge. I left notes explaining everything. And the nurses saw them. The nurses knew they were there.
Yes, the nurses, unfortunately,
and put notes in the system.
Don't have any powers to address kinds of issues.
I understand that,
so
but they also
have to be delivered directly to the care provider.
Right. They actually have twice put it into the computer system. I've watched them type it in.
Okay. So, as I said, I'm not here to try and point fingers. I'm really here to make sure that we protect everyone's rights.
Right. No, I understand that, ma'am. But I take hold on a minute. I take offense at someone calling me and saying that, well, before we take legal action because that Anastasia has been abandoned. I take offense at that.
Well, then I can only apologize on that. It sounds like you have more information than what was provided to our office.
Well, I'm Dr. Duncan. I'm the medical director for case management.
Okay.
And,
I'm Dr. Armstrong. I'm the director of clinical and organizational ethics.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. I already.
We already have them.
You guys have already done it? So the reason that we're here today...
Hold on one quick second, please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Kelly.
Okay, so as I said, I'm Dr. Armstrong. And the reason that we are here today is to try to come to a meeting of the minds, because I know that you are strongly advocating on behalf of your sister and have done so for quite some time. And that she has been remarkably well cared for. And, at this point, we want to make sure that she's receiving timely care, as Dr. Duncan mentioned, but also care that's appropriate to the level that she needs. So from our perspective, she was discharged on the 28th. I know that you felt that that was inappropriate and filed an appeal on that. And so we've been trying to make sure that all of those things have been handled to the best of our institutional abilities. Medicare did believe that everything had been suitably addressed. Of course, we can't cure everything that she has, but everything is in a medical management state that can be managed in the outpatient setting, that she no longer needs to be an inpatient. Then, of course, there was the reconsideration of the appeal, and that was also denied. So those are all of the processes. I know that we've been working closely with physician staff to communicate your concerns. They have responded by getting second opinions. We've repeated some of the workups that you wanted. And of course, at this point, we kind of want to know why she's not leaving our department.
I have not received those second opinions. Would anybody here have those?
The second opinions have been offered numerous times. They said that they have been trying to contact you by phone that they are unable to get in touch with you to deliver any kind of medical information. And that's what you and I talked about yesterday, that of course as a power of attorney you have the responsibility to participate in the care plan. And from our perspective, we haven't had any contact for over a week to be able to discuss the care plan, to discuss the outcomes, to discuss the results, and to engage in appropriate discharge planning. So this meeting is not a care plan meeting. It's not to discuss any of those results. There has been multiple opportunities over the past week and a half to do that. This meeting is to talk about her discharge.
Okay, I was under the impression that, based upon our conversation yesterday, that this was a meeting that was going to be inclusive of that. Now, I
No.
must have misunderstood.
This is a meeting we have filed with the court that
Okay.
we are pursuing guardianship. for
Does anyone
Anastasia.
have copies of those documents?
So what we are providing you with today
Well, they do have emergency judges.
yes, they do.
So that, but at least a good 28, 48 hours, there's going to be knowing as far as what's going on with her.
So we will consider, it is my sincere hope, because you've been doing an amazing job advocating for your sister. It's clear that she wanted you to be the person.
Answers from Dr. Tadagari is almost like pulling teeth. As a matter of fact, at least 2 weeks ago I asked for a different doctor and one wasn't ever provided.
We got three, didn't we?
No, I mean another attending.
So here's our current standing.
Okay.
I hate to move forward with a guardianship, but we will. And we're not going to do anything over the weekend. And I'm going to allow that time to pass for you to talk with the doctors that come in every day.
Okay.
All right? And if you still don't have answers to your questions on Monday, then we will continue the guardianship and it will be accelerated, and it could happen Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay.
That's something you really want us to do. It's not something we want to do.
Okay.
But the longer your sister stays in this hospital, the higher likelihood she's going to get sick.
Right. All right.
So we are causing harm. You are causing harm
Mm-hmm.
by allowing her to stay here.
Okay.
All right?